You're not going to believe what's at the end of this tape, which is a pretty rare health VHS, which is at the end of this tape. I remember the VHS Brony VHS of the Lawman had that weird, for example, yeah, I'm just saying what I just said, for example. I'll tell you after I show the tape itself. It's actually 28 minutes. Or almost 30 minutes, yeah. Here's the tape with the sticker label and no print date. Well, actually there is a date on there during the end rewinding. Yeah. You're not going to believe what's at the end of this tape. It does say. You say, yeah, this is educational purposes only. Federal law. You're not going to believe this. I remember when I checked the closing of this tape last year, and you're not going to believe this. Just like, similar like the VHS Brony tapes, like the Lawman, it has this, or I can't remember what the other VHS tape, like a VHS Brony has. Not this tape, for example, he doesn't have this tape, I do. Any of the other VHS, for example, has that weird rewinding error at the end of this tape. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I'll show you for proof, but I won't talk during the rewind, and I'll show you it again without the talking. Yeah, you're not going to believe this. He even has a weird rewinding, including the color bars. Yeah, the color bars, but this time in color. Weird rewinding, in color. Actually, yeah, super weird and bizarre closing, and weird rewinding. And for some reason, the tape got recorded over, and instead of the blank stack, I guess they did re-record it, and then I saw they forgot to erase it, or there's actually an error closing. So yeah, you're not gonna believe this. I just got with just the black screen only. So yeah, watch this. And I will show you it again, but I'll use a different VHS player. Well, this one is not. Use this. You're not gonna believe this. Right now, I'm gonna use the Panasonic VCR. Watch this. Look at that. Oh my, that weird rewinding. It's not the VHS rewind, it's actually like a TV film rewind thing. Oh my goodness, look at that. Has the date right here. That weird screeching color bars, and it has that black screen for the rest of the tape before and then the tape ends after the black screen. Well, this one's completely black. This is a very dark black screen instead of just an ordinary light black screen. This is a very dark black screen. And that's the end of this tape. I want to show you I realized there is a date on that, but right during the color bars thing. show you where the date is. And yes, I will do a full video, including that weird rewind thing. Yeah. Oh, the date. It has the date. Says. Alright. For some reason, it does say audio AN2 mono. That's what it's called. Can call in. I guess this is how they use the behind the scenes of trying to make a recording on the tape. Yeah, I guess this is how they. I know what. I guess the reasons why when they make VHS tapes, I guess they use these digital videotape studio tape thing, and they record off in these studio videotape. No wonder how they make VHS tapes, and that's how they make weird rewinds. I guess they forgot to stop that tape, and I guess they made a mistake, and they forgot to erase the spot. Yeah, and that full video is 29 minutes and 44 seconds. Yeah. And it does say the date is May 21st, 2001, which, yeah, that was made on the almost the mid 2001, and it's probably almost like a few months before 9/11 attack. Yep. Like almost 4 months before 9/11, but yeah, this is May 21st, 2001. Yeah, yeah, how weird is that? And you can see these weird gray weird lines, as you can see. That's how they. I guess I don't know what type of film thing when it got rewound. I had to know. I wonder if the VHS Brody knows that, because I know the VHS Brody has some tapes that had these rewinding error scene. And I think, and they have a weird, has a rewind color bars. This time it's in color, not black and white. I know on the Lawman tape, they showed that when he uploaded back in 2014, he showed that weird of the Lawman. This has a weird rewinding ending at the end. This one, it does, yeah, color bars on this. But it does not have. Let me rewind and show you the date one more time. Well, kind of, maybe one more time. Usually it just starts when the tape's at the beginning. Well, it does not show the date or the color bars. I think they probably start recording the tape right after the date. So I guess they probably have to getting ready to record before they. Well, it's actually it's not even a retail VHS. It's actually It's actually a teaching VHS. I just found it when I was at the old office. I didn't. Sorry. Yeah. See, it says May 21st, 2001. They didn't have that. They didn't have this scene at the beginning. They don't have that at the beginning of the tape. Just only at the weird rewinding at the end. Alright, I'm going to show you again, but I'm not going to interrupt it. And I will show you only the clip closing. I'll upload another one with this weird one, but it will be without camcorded. And I will show it again, but this time I'll use this one because it won't have blue because usually the Panasonic Omnivision VCR doesn't allow blank static if there's no track signals. If there's no track parts, it blocks it because it blocks the blank static. Yeah. they don't allow the blank stack or anything. There's no timer or anything, or if they lost any tracks like tracking it, it just blocks it. Yeah, I will show it again because yeah, well, it's connected to a DVD recorder, which is a broken VCR, but I turned the DVD recorder itself. Switch it to. I think I'm just going to switch it to VCRs. Yes. Alright, I'll show you it again. This VHS player does not record VHS tapes, so I'll show you it again. I'm not going to interrupt this time. Well, I'm just going to, just like in the theater, I'm just going to turn off the lights. So, I don't even have, oh, and by the way, this pause is actually a 2-head VHS player. I'll show you it again. Here we go. Yep. Yeah, how weird is that? Yep. Yeah. Yeah. How weird is the closing to this tape? And yes, I will do a full video of this tape. In case this one's not on YouTube. In case it's not online, I will do a full video. I wasn't sure. This might used to be on YouTube, but it might not be on anymore, but I don't know. I have to look it up again before I upload a video. Or maybe. So yeah, there you have it. The weird and rarest closing ever. Thanks for watching. Peace.